Hey everybody, welcome back to another Friday video. This time we have Five Nights at Freddy's Fridays. My son really wanted me to play this. He likes the lore, which I don't know much about. This is first time going into this series. I have seen this first one played before, bits and pieces of other ones. I do know, and I have watched my son play a couple nights in this first game. So this is what's going to be on for the next couple Fridays, and I'm looking forward to trying it out. We will go to new game here. Now this came out over 10 years ago in August of 2014. It was created by Scott Cawthorn, and it became very popular, so it branched a whole bunch of sequels and spin-offs and other types of games. But basically, I'm sure you all are aware of what it is. It's basically Chucky Cheese, but the animatronics are alive and trying to get you. I think there's some lore. I don't know if the lore was already created prior to this first game, but because of the popularity, they ended up adding lore and creating more from that. But we're going to go down this rabbit hole, so sit back, relax, grab your favorite drink and a snack, and let's see if we can survive the night. Family Pete Teresa looking for a security guard to work night shifts 12 a.m. to 6 a.m. Monitor cameras, ensure safety equipment. So basically the goal of the game is to survive the 12 a.m. to 6 a.m. for 5 nights. Now after watching my son play, there's some doors here, and we have to be careful. It's really about battery consumption, so being patient, because it could be scary. You're not sure what's going to come through these doors, the animatronics.
Hello? Hello? I wanted to record a message for you to help you get settled in on your first night. I actually worked in that office before you. I'm finishing up my last week now, as a matter of fact, so I know it can be a bit overwhelming, but I'm here to tell you there's nothing to worry about.
Just letting this guy talk.
So let's just focus on getting you through your first week, okay? Let's see. First, there's an introductory greeting from the company that I'm supposed to read. It's kind of a legal thing, you know. Welcome to Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, a magical place for kids and grown-ups alike, where fantasy and fun come to life. Fazbear Entertainment is not responsible for damage to property or person. Upon discovering that damage or death have occurred, a missing person report will be filed within 90 days, or as soon as property and premises have been thoroughly cleaned and bleached and the carpets have been replaced, blah blah blah. Now that might sound bad, I know, but there's really nothing to worry about. The animatronic characters here do get a bit quirky at night, but do I blame them? No. If I were forced to sing those same stupid songs for 20 years and I never got a bath, I'd probably be a bit irritable at night too. So remember, these characters hold a special place in the hearts of children, and we need to show them a little respect, right? Okay. So just be aware, the characters do tend to wander a bit. They're left in some kind of free roaming mode at night. Something about their
Now the reason I'm not checking cameras or anything right now.
They used to be allowed to walk around during the day too, but then there was the bite of 87. Yeah, it's amazing that the human body can live without the frontal lobe, you know? Now, concerning your safety, the only real risk to you as a night watchman here, if any, is the fact that these characters, if they happen to see you after hours, probably won't recognize you as a person. They'll most likely see you as a metal endoskeleton without its costume on. Now, since that's against the rules here at Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, they'll probably try to forcefully stuff you inside a Freddy Fazbear suit.
So that's what they're doing.
Now, that wouldn't be so bad if the suits themselves weren't filled with cross beams, wired, and animatronic devices, especially around the facial area. So you can imagine how having your head forcefully pressed inside one of those could cause a bit of discomfort and death. The only parts of you that would likely see the light of day again would be your eyeballs and teeth that pop out the front of the mask. Yeah,
getting impatient, want to check, but being the first night
Breeze.
in all this,
tomorrow. Check those cameras and remember to close the doors only if absolutely necessary. Gotta conserve power. Alright, good night.
I thought I turned it off. Okay, now getting this is the first night. I have a feeling like none of them are going to be moving. Okay. Yeah. See, none of them are going to be moving on the first night, and it's already 2 a.m. Because I figured it'd be more like an introduction to the game. Like, we're not going to get attacked while that person is talking to us on the phone. Now, I did see a couple nights of my son playing, and from what I could tell is he'd ran out of juice one night. But then he redid the night over, and it was random. And like Bonnie is the purple bunny thing, or I'm pretty sure it's a bunny, yeah. Was basically, see, they're all still there. Unless there's something like hidden I don't know about. Was basically sitting at the door, killing the juice. See, we're already halfway through the night, and we still have 70% battery power. So unless they sprint here, I'm not too worried on this first night. So we're going to see if we can get through all 5 nights in one go without getting caught. But, you know, I like the jump scares if you've been with the channel before. So I wouldn't mind getting a couple pops. Okay, so 2 of them are gone. Alright, there's Chica and Foxy. I know their names. My son has tons of plushies. He really wanted me to play these games, so that's what we're here. Okay, so there's Bonnie. Bonnie is right down this hall to the left. So we're just going to be a little patient. If we're constantly checking, it's killing the battery. And I know as we get further along in the nights, I'm going to be more spooked and freaked out, and I'm going to want to check them so much more often. Okay, so that was like a glitch type deal. Okay, Bonnie's still there. Okay. Now Bonnie's gone. It just makes it look like it's still there. Okay, so Bonnie is right here, right outside the door. That made my heart jump for some reason, even though it was like right there. My heart jumped. Alright, so basically we have to shut that door. We do this. Okay, Bonnie's still there. Now this would kill the battery. This is something I saw happen to my son on a night 2, where Bonnie just sat there the whole time, never disappeared, and killed his battery. Whoop. It looks like it's still there. See? It's pretty creepy, right? It's 4 a.m. We only got 2 hours left. We got almost 0.5% battery. So really it's just Bonnie wasting our battery here. Can't see any of it. Okay, Bonnie's gone. Okay, so I think we're okay this first night. Unless Bonnie's... Let's see where Bonnie went. Bonnie... Okay, so Freddy's there. I can't tell. Okay, nobody's there. It always makes it look like it. So Bonnie's hiding somewhere. We got so much battery, though. I mean, we're okay. From what I can tell, Bonnie only shows up on this side, so... Okay, there's Bonnie. But now Chica's coming down that way. But we pretty much got through the night. I mean, we could probably leave the battery on right now and be, like, both doors closed and be perfectly fine. I heard footsteps. We can just keep checking the lights, really. Because I don't want to take my screen away. Okay, that's what I believe is the kitchen. Yeah. Okay, so we're fine. Bonnie must be... Okay, now none of them are working. And Chica's in the kitchen. See, I know a lot of their names. I have purchased plenty of plushies for my son. I hear music. And we did it. Okay. All right. Now, night one was fairly simple. I better take my watch off in case I gotta move my... There we go. So night one was pretty simple. You know, because of we knew we weren't going to get attacked by, you know, the guy was talking. So we're going to do the same thing here, just to try to conserve some battery. Because it'd be very weird if we got attacked while the story's trying to give us dialogue. You see, trying to cheese the system here so we can get through the night easier.
Hello?
So I know it'll get hard.
Well, if you're hearing this and you made it to day 2, congrats. I won't talk quite as long this time since Freddy and his friends tend to become more active as the week progresses. It might be a good idea to peek at those cameras while I talk, just to make sure everyone's in their proper place, you know. Interestingly enough, Freddy himself doesn't come off stage very often. I've heard he becomes a lot more active in the dark, though, so hey, I guess that's one more reason not to run out of power, right? I also want to emphasize the importance of using your door lights. There are blind spots in your camera views, and those blind spots happen to be right outside your doors. So if you can't find something or someone on your cameras, be sure to check the door light. You might only have a few seconds to react. Not that you would be in any danger, of course. I'm not implying that. Also, check on the curtain in Pirate Cove from time to time. The character in there seems unique in that he becomes more active if the cameras remain off for long periods of time. I guess he doesn't like being watched. I don't know. Anyway, I'm sure you have everything under control. Talk to you soon.
Okay, so that was kind of a tip, I think. The Foxy remains active the longer the cameras are on. But, so if we just don't get on the cameras very often, then we don't have to worry about it, right? Okay. So, not in the kitchen yet. So we're good there. Now we gotta keep checking this. Okay, Bonnie's still there. We have to keep checking that because look at that battery consumption. The goal is to be above 50% by 3 a.m. at minimum. Because that means we're halfway there. We got 50% battery. So that's the goal. And we're going to lay off the camera for a bit too. See, Bonnie's just sitting there killing our battery. Alright, we can now open that. So we're good there. I'm already freaking out because I don't know where Bonnie's at. Is Bonnie back? Okay, is that Bonnie? Yeah, okay, Bonnie's way back there. So we're good. We just gotta keep on cheeking now. Okay, cheek is still there. So it's really Bonnie that kind of zooms across the place. Okay, so Bonnie's there. So you have to be patient. We're not at 3 a.m. yet, and we're at 64%. So we're just gonna be patient here with Bonnie. Chica still seemed far away. I didn't hear Chica go through the kitchen yet. That's something else we can listen for, is some noise in the kitchen area. And that should keep us safe, right? Whoop. Okay, so Bonnie's right outside the door. check for Chica real quick. I'm gonna try to listen for Chica rather than checking that one. I wonder if that light gets rid of Bonnie. Like, because we know Bonnie's there, right? Yeah, see, Bonnie's gone. So maybe if that light gets rid of Bonnie, then we might be alright. I'm thinking. Alright, we're at 55%. It's 3 a.m. I didn't see when it turned, so I'm not sure how well we're doing, but we are above the minimum. So that's good. Oh, I tried to turn it off real quick. It doesn't turn off immediately. Now you could leave it for longer, but okay. So Bonnie's hiding out there. I do want to see. Okay. So Chica's right over here in this next room. Now, according to the past security guard, he said that if the cameras are on a lot, it makes Foxy move more. Now, is Foxy just going to show up and get us without us knowing he's coming? Because I could have sworn, like, once you see the camera and then he's gone, and all of a sudden he's running real quick and you have to shut the door. So I think in my head I have a strategy to defeat that. If Foxy's getting more active, I had an idea of, okay, so Foxy is there, and okay, I don't see Chica anymore. Let's check. Is Chica in the kitchen? Okay. I have a strategy to try to defeat Foxy if Foxy gets more active, even if we barely use the cameras. That's why I'm not really using the cameras a whole lot. Now I know Bonnie's probably gonna sit there for a while, so. Oh, using this cam. Okay, so we don't have to worry about that. Chica's way back there. Okay. Now we can open that. We're at 4 a.m. Ooh. And at 32%. Ooh. Okay, so Chica's making his way. Okay, Foxy is halfway out. Oh! What? I was just looking for Bonnie. How did Bonnie get there? I thought Bonnie was gone. I couldn't even get through 2 nights. Without getting caught. Okay. All right. Well, that's what to expect. Hey, baby girl. My doggy's here hanging out. Do you want to go back out? All right. We're going to continue. Night 2. Let's do this. All right. Now that was pretty good. I was not expecting that at all. I didn't think this game would jump scare me because I know it is about jump scares. So we're going to mute this call when he calls back. Bonnie, if he calls back. Bonnie straight got us, didn't. Okay, there is no calls. So that means they're probably going to be active right away. Okay, they're all there. Good. This is night 2, right? Good. I think what makes this game so good, why it became so popular, it's because everyone remembers Chucky Cheese, you know, and it just seems like animatronics coming to get you at night. But it's really attacking the person playing the game and their impatience. Just the intensity, not knowing you can't see out these doors. Now Bonnie can zip around pretty quickly, so okay, cool. So that's what I'm mostly worried about, is Bonnie just magically appearing over here. It seems like Bonnie can run pretty fast, but yeah. The goal is to only use about 18% at most each hour. Any best, see right there, we only see we're ahead of the game, because right there was only 12%. Well, it's actually more like 11% before it hit 1 a.m. So that really helps. Okay, Bonnie's gone. I was just going to go ahead and check real quick because Bonnie showed up out of nowhere. Alright, so Bonnie's right there in the hall. So we're just going to be patient. The rest are still hanging out. I wish I could use the arrow keys to go back and forth. That might make it a little easier. But there is like a little delay, so I get it. I'm not going to look at the camera again, not with Bonnie so close. Of course, the light probably takes up more juice than the camera. Yeah, it's like a full. Let me see. No, the camera does a full too. So, it's about the same. Kind of want to look, but then I'm worried Bonnie's going to get us. Problem is the mouse keeps hitting it. Okay, so Bonnie's back there, but is Chica already? No, Chica's still gone. Okay, cool. Alright, I gotta be more patient. See, after losing last night, I'm already like checking more often and stuff. Now, supposedly Bonnie could glitch that thing, and I saw what my son played on night 2, so that's like the extent I've got here. Bonnie just like glitched the door and he couldn't shut it. He had battery, so see, I wanted to hit that light right there. You guys saw it with my mouse. I wanted to hit that light, but then I was like, Chica was way in the back, so. Yeah, Chica's way back here. We don't have to worry about Chica right now. But Bonnie is killing our battery. At minimum, we need at least 50% by the time it gets 3 a.m. At minimum. Is my goal anyway. Any more than that is great. And we can maybe, check a little more often. I'm looking at the percentage and then the timer. Okay. So we can open that. Now Bonnie may be right back here again. Okay, so Bonnie's not there. Where's Bonnie at? Oh, there's Bonnie right there. Or no, that might be Chica. I don't know where Bonnie went. Now, I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time in the camera looking. I don't know why I did that. We just gotta check here for Bonnie first. Alright, Bonnie's not there. Foxy's on the move. Now I think that's Chica. Whoa, okay, so there's Bonnie. There's Chica. When we go back, I want to be able to see right outside the door. So we're okay. They all seem to be fairly far away. Foxy does look like Foxy's about to come after us. But I'm pretty sure Foxy runs, if I remember correctly. Now, like I said, I've seen this. My son has played this, but not all the way through. I'm pretty sure Foxy runs. That sounded like a lot of noise. Okay. Maybe that was over here. Okay. I'm worried Foxy's gonna come running after us. So when I heard those footsteps, I wanted to shut the door before I checked the camera. That way we definitely stopped it. Okay, Chica's right there. Alright, I wanted to click it. That's the thing. Whenever you're wanting to click it, wait like 2 or 3 more seconds before you click it. Like 3 to 5 more seconds. See, that was wasted. Just to conserve battery. Because we're basically on a time. Actually, I meant... Oh, that's what I should have done. I meant to stopwatch how long each of these take. Alright. I'm going to use that. Alright, I'm going to have to stay off the camera the rest of the time. Because that's how Bonnie got me last time. Alright. Got me again. Okay. Okay. Well, this is... That was more challenging than I thought it would be. It's only night 2. So... Okay. Alright. We'll check the camera a little more often. I felt like we were getting behind. We were under 30%, and it was 4. Like, I'm pretty sure we got to be above that. Alright, we're going to continue. Here we go. Let's lock in here. Let's lock in. You know what? We're just going to be patient, not touch a thing. Now, we're basically going to have to close this door. When Foxy starts moving around, when we're checking the cameras, we'll close the door before we even look at Foxy. That was my strategy. Close the door before we even look, and he's running down the hall. But in case we can't catch it in time and shut the door. But that time, he just showed up on us. So, alright, there's those 3. And we don't even need to bother looking at Foxy right now, I don't think. Yeah, Foxy's not even there. Okay. What we want to do is, I want to put, well, let me keep that. Okay, so Bonnie's already gone. Bonnie should be there. Okay, Bonnie went to there. That looks creepy right there. But we got to get off the camera. Actually, I want to make sure I got this camera on. Actually, it might be best to spot that one first, just to know when Foxy's coming around. You hear the footsteps, so it makes it think they're close, but they can't be that close just yet. I didn't think this game was going to be this challenging. I couldn't even get through night 2. I figured we'd coast through the first 2 nights. What was that noise? Does that mean like Bonnie's right in my face? I can't see Bonnie at all. Oh. Now what's that? Oh! What just happened? It just cut me out of the game? Is that supposed to be part of it, where it kicks you out? How did Freddy get there so fast? See, that was random. And now that guy's calling again.
Hello? Hello? Well, if you're hearing this and you made it to day 2, congrats.
We'll go ahead and mute that. Don't need to hear that. Okay, I'm hearing music, so they're probably going to start moving. Nope. Alright. We're good. They're all still there. You need to conserve battery. Don't touch a thing. I don't know what that was. It just like kicked me out of the game. Some kind of glitch. Was that Glitch Trap? I think is the name of that one. I didn't think that one existed in the first game. I think that one came later. And I forget what this one is right here. That cupcake. Okay, Bonnie's gone. Can't move that fast. Okay, so there's Bonnie. Alright. Whoop. I want to be up here so I can at least see. Actually, I'm going to go down to here. So we can see when Bonnie comes. It always makes it look like there's one there when they're not. Yeah, it's like kind of messing with you. Well, somehow glitch trap made its way in the game and then made me fail a third time. Not cool. Not cool. Alright, we're 1 a.m., 15% in. So that's good. We need these first couple hours, we gotta conserve as much power as we can. Okay, Chica's out. Bonnie is missing, probably right here. Where's Bonnie at? Okay, Bonnie's right there now. Okay. Chica's now out. I hear Chica in the kitchen. At least I think. We're not even gonna bother with that one at the moment. It's way back there. Okay, Bonnie's right next to us. I want Bonnie to leave. Yeah, definitely in there. Alright, Foxy seems to be staying away, so that's good. Alright, we stopped hearing the kitchen rattle. Let's see where Bonnie went. Usually hiding in the closet. Okay, Bonnie's way back there now, so that's good. And Chica's working their way up. Okay, so I was waiting 5 seconds. I'd like it to hurry up and hit 3 a.m. while we have all this time. That would be handy. Making sure Bonnie doesn't come back real fast. Maybe best just to stay off the... Well, we have to get on the camera because of Foxy. See, I was going to say just stay off the cameras and just occasionally check the lights. Seems like a good strategy, but Foxy was able to... Okay, I'm actually shut off good. Okay, so Bonnie's there. Can't see Foxy at all. Okay, it was just glitching. Alright, I know you're over here, Chica, somewhere. Okay, Chica's right there. Bonnie is now probably in the closet. Okay. Make sure the door's okay. Where we at? 53, 3 a.m. I don't know how long it turned 3 a.m., so I'm not sure how much time we have. See, look. Won't let me use it at all. So it's going to get us. I saw this happen to my son. It's like we didn't catch it in time and it's glitched. I mean, it'd be nice if we could hit something. Yep. That didn't give me that time because I knew it was coming. I don't know if we just sat there for a while, keep clicking it, if it would eventually give us. Well, this is more challenging than I thought. We got so close, but this is only night 2. What is going on here? I don't know. All right, let's see if we can do this thing. I had to take a phone call. We'll meet this. I had to take a phone call. So I hit escape just to pause it, but it kicked me out completely. So I don't know what's up with that.
Hello? Hello?
So that. So we'll see. All right. We're all there. Okay, it looks like we'll have a Foxy issue this time. So just be patient. It seemed like it is random, which is nice, so you don't have like the same thing every time, but it might be easier to get through this second night if it was. We just gotta be vigilant. I'm just worried about the power consumption. I'm just going to have to be quick about shutting this door if I see Foxy like out and about. Because Foxy got us, I thought we were about to win that one, and Foxy just came out of nowhere. So it's almost forcing us to check the cameras. Okay. Almost forcing us to check the cameras to make sure we don't get, that doesn't happen. Because he just came right through, didn't hear footsteps or anything. Okay, 12%, 1 a.m. So far, we're ahead of the game. 6 hours, we got 100, so we're around 17-18% per hour. So as long as we're less than that for the first couple hours, that's a good thing. Okay, Bonnie's gone. There's Bonnie. All right. Now my son, he likes to always watch Foxy's room, so now I think I know why. He always keeps an eye on it so he knows when to shut the door if it starts running. I figured we'd shut the door, then check it, so then he's got nowhere to go, right? But now we have to check. Okay, there's Bonnie. Chica's still there. Okay. Just got to be patient. Of course, maybe I was being a little too patient. Worried more about the battery and less about these creatures. Of course. Well, where'd Bonnie go? Okay, there Bonnie. That's pretty creepy. Right in her face. Okay, so Bonnie's way out there. Chica's still way back there. So we have some time. Just hit 2. We're at 25%. So we're doing really well. Okay, can't see nothing back there. Can't see nothing. I figured if okay, maybe that's something. If the cameras... No, don't do the whole glitch thing again. And kick me out. Not when I did well right there. Let's find Bonnie. Okay, Bonnie. I think that's Chica. Well, we don't have to worry about Bonnie over there. I'd like to know where Bonnie's at, though. Just to be on the safe side would be nice. I think that's Chica. Whoop. It stopped working again, so I was just making sure. Come on, hit 3 a.m. so that way I know I've got... Okay, there's Bonnie. Bonnie's right up there to the left. I don't know why I checked that one. See how fast Bonnie got there? Okay, there's Chica, so we're fine there. Where'd Bonnie go? Okay, Bonnie's way back there now. Bonnie can move, I tell you. Alright, 3 a.m., 52%, so far we're ahead of the game. I didn't see how long it was till we got to 33 a.m. So right now, we just gonna have to be smart. And of course, Bonnie's back. Bonnie can get there so quick. Okay. Bonnie can get there so quick, and it's just chilling right there now. think that light would take care of it. Okay. I don't want to glitch the door, so I wanted to hit it ahead of time. You know what I'm saying? Alright, there's you. Still there. Not going away that fast, unfortunately. Alright, we gotta be patient. It's 4 a.m. We gotta be above 30% at least. Well, preferably we'd like to be around 36. Would be best case scenario. Okay, I can't see it. Where's Bonnie? Okay, there's Bonnie. Still there. Where are you, Chica? Are you there? I can't tell. Turn off. We're getting close. Okay, Bonnie's right there. Chica, I cannot see. I knew it might screw us over. Okay. Alright, Chica's way back in the kitchen. Alright, we're at 18%, we're at 5 a.m. We can do this. Except that now I'm worried about Foxy just coming out of nowhere and getting us. Come on. Are we finally gonna beat this thing? We did it. We did it. We were running low there. How are we gonna... Oh, man. How are we gonna do this? The problem is the problem I feel like we have is Foxy. You know, came running out of nowhere. So it's like we have to keep an eye on Foxy more than the rest of them. Alright, let's just let the... We'll answer, see what we got. Try to conserve as much power as we can right at the start.
Great. Most people don't last this long. I mean, you know, they usually move on to other things by now. I'm not implying that they died. That's not what I meant.
I think he is.
Anyway, I better not take up too much of your time. Things start getting real tonight. Hey, listen, I had an idea. If you happen to get caught and want to avoid getting stuffed into a Freddy suit, try playing dead. You know, go limp. Then there's a chance that maybe they'll think that you're an empty costume instead. And again, if they think you're an empty costume, they might try to stuff a mental skeleton into you. I wonder how that would work. Yeah, never mind. Scratch that. It's best just not to get caught. Okay, I'll leave you to it. See you on the flip side.
Okay. So we're fine right now. Bonnie's up there. Chica's in the kitchen. Well, was in the kitchen. Now, Chica's probably like right around there somewhere. Oh no, I still hear it. I still hear it in the kitchen, so that's good. That's a little more open. I think okay. Now, the guy did say it's going to get a little more real. Still hear it way over there. No, he's got to check that left one because of Bonnie. Okay, Bonnie's just chilling. So really, we just have Chica being a little more active right now. So that's a good sign, right? We just have to be patient. Foxy hasn't showed their face, so that's a good sign. I feel like we're a little behind. Okay, still sounds like Chica's in the kitchen. So we're good. Still sounds like Chica's in the kitchen. Or well, or was. Chica, okay. Chica's right outside us now. Okay, they're still there. Fox is there, so it's really just Chica being a little more active on the right side. We haven't actually had to do anything with the right side since we started. Still there. Foxy's now showing up. Bonnie's out. Okay. You gotta be patient. We're at 60% and it's not 3 a.m. yet. These freaky noises. Okay, you just chilling there, huh? Okay, fine. You just chill there. Okay. It's 3 a.m. We're above 50%, so that's a good sign. I know Bonnie's on the move too. Bonnie can be pretty tricky. Bonnie's now there. Chica's now there. So it looks like okay, we need to conserve our battery. Because it looks like we're about to get, if we have to put on both doors at the same time, that's gonna be rough. Now Bonnie can move a little faster, so we're gonna check this one first. Couldn't see the cameras at all, so now I'm like really wanting to check. And we'll check this one before we check. We gotta give a couple seconds. Bonnie won't leave right away, so we gotta wait. It sounded like it was back in the kitchen. Alright, Bonnie's back there. see in there, so I can't tell. Okay. So Chica's right there. So Chica was not all the way back. 4 a.m. We're above 30. I'd like to be around 36, but I don't know when it switched to 4 a.m. So I don't know. But we've got to keep an eye on him. I don't see. Okay, Bonnie's way back there. So let's check Foxy. All right. It's like Chica's right around this corner. Okay, move back a little bit. Okay, Chica's way back there, Bonnie's now there. So we just have to worry about this side. It's 5 a.m. Don't know how much time we have. I'm really thinking about just closing the door for the rest of the time. That's risky. I'm going for it. Back in the closet. We did it. Oh, I shut that door at the end just in case we checked on Foxy and Foxy had already taken off. Because Foxy was definitely working their way out. Okay. So apparently, and then we did that one first time. So apparently I need to check the cameras a little more, it appears. Night 4. What's he got to say? I'm gonna at least wait till he picks up before I even bother looking at the camera.
Oh, hello. Hey, wow, day 4. I knew you could do it. Hey, listen, I may not be around to send you a message tomorrow. It's been a bad night here for me. I'm kind of glad that I recorded my messages for you when I did. Hey, do me a favor. Maybe sometime you could check inside.
Oh, that's that guy on the phone banging
in the back
us.
room. I'm gonna try to hold out until someone checks. Maybe it won't be so bad. Yeah, I always wondered what was in all those empty heads back there. You know. Oh no.
Okay, so that was like some lore. I heard the banging and I thought it was like footsteps running. Okay, so Chica's in the kitchen. It's 86% and it hasn't switched to 1 a.m. yet. That's not good. I was checking the camera too much. All right, 1 a.m. 50. Okay, we're at 15%. That's the minimum. We needed to conserve a lot more. See, look, Fox's already out, Bonnie's out, and he's right next to us. Oh God. Gotcha. Okay, Fox is running by. Okay, there's you. Where is Bonnie? Okay, good. Alright, we gotta be patient. Okay, we successfully defended against Foxy. I wasn't sure if I'd get the door in time. As soon as I saw the camera, and I saw he's gone, I shut the door. That's how we have to do that. Now I know Chica's working way that way. Oh, it was like a glitch. Glitch trap, I think it was. Already out. Bounce. Getting close. Where is Bonnie? Okay, there's Bonnie. Gotta keep an eye on you. This isn't good. Come on, we need to be 3 a.m. like now, so we have plenty of battery moving forward. That was a waste. That was a waste. Bonnie was way back there. Oh! I knew! Oh, I thought we were going to nail that.
Oh! I knew! Oh! I thought we were going to nail that.
I knew Chica was over there. I didn't expect it to come that fast. See, there I go. Trying to conserve battery again. That was a good jump scare, though, I think. All right, so there was a little quick. There we go. All right. I started the timer right when the screen popped up, so may be ahead a couple seconds, or behind a couple seconds, but all right, so I just looked up real quick, like dealing with Freddy, they don't move if you're using the camera on them, which makes sense, kind of delays them. So it seems like we need to be using less of our lights and only use the doors absolutely necessary, which we have been. But don't use my strategy of using the lights and checking the cameras. Basically, we just need to be in the cameras more. Okay, so Chica's already in the kitchen. Alright, Bonnie's still there. He's already gone. Alright. Another 30 seconds before it hits 1 a.m. I'm curious how many percentage points goes down each time. We'd like to be at 88 in the first. Well, we had to close the doors. There's no way we're going to be 88. But they're there. We already have Chica right outside our door. So it's right in that corner right there. Bonnie's still there. Alright. So we really just need to keep a lookout here for Chica. Okay, so Chica's there now. They're still there. I feel like I'm on the cameras longer than I am flickering the light, so I feel like it's going to take more battery. But apparently, like if you're looking at them, it slows them down. They won't move. Okay, so Bonnie's gone. Bonnie's probably already up on us. Okay. So, got another 40 seconds before 2 a.m. Is that Bonnie? Okay, now that might be Chica. Bonnie's probably... Why am I doing that for? I don't know. Had to. I shouldn't have done that. Another 20 seconds. We're going to be below 70%. It's not good. nice if I knew where Bonnie was hiding. Bonnie's probably already right there. Okay, maybe not. We have to keep an eye on Freddy. That's what delays him, from what I understand. If we can keep the camera on Freddy, we can keep... Of course you are. They're both on our corners now. I have no idea where Freddy's at. They're both right here. What am I supposed to do? They're going to crush our battery. Alright, it's about to be 3 a.m. in like 5 seconds. Alright, it's behind. My timer's behind. They're all glitching. Oh no, it's about to change now. Okay. Okay, so we are, it's about 2 seconds shy of the minute 30 mark. I was thinking wrong. But the problem is we're like right at the edge. Okay, at least they're gone. Alright, we need to try to catch Freddy on the camera before he gets closer. That could help save time. I don't see his eyes. Okay, so Freddy's in there. I had a feeling. Alright, should be... We got another 20 seconds. Okay, so we got to keep... Alright. 30%. We can do this. It's going to be tough when we shut the battery. Okay, there's Freddy. Whoop, nope. We got to keep it on him. We got to keep it on Freddy to delay him. It's killing our battery, but we have to do it. Gotta do it. We have to delay him. Come on, come on. We have to try to delay him from moving. Is Freddy still there? I can't tell. Come on, 15 seconds. Okay, Freddy's there. I don't know where Bonnie's at. We've got to keep an eye on Freddy. Come on, it's 5 a.m. We might be able to do it. Let's check. Okay, quick. Get on him. We're gonna run out of time. As long as Bonnie don't come, we're okay. Come on. Getting so close. Where's Freddy? Is Freddy there? We have to check that side. We check this camera real quick. I don't see Freddy in that corner. Come on. There's Freddy. Got it. Well, we only got 4%. No. 20 seconds. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9. Come on. We did it! I love having a little stopwatch to know. All right, 12th night. All right, 5th night. All right, the strategy apparently is to keep them on stage, keep Freddy on stage, only use those 2 cameras. Keep an eye on Foxy, like my strategy was the other nights. But then also keeping Freddy delayed by keeping the camera on him every couple seconds. And then we'll have to keep an eye on the other 2. Now, I have played this for a lot longer than I thought. I thought this was going to be a simple... less than an hour game. Ended up not being the case. So we are going to try to beat this. Now I will, at the end of the video, I will put in all my attempts sped up. I don't want this video to be longer than an hour, so it's one of those things that, like, I didn't realize this game was going to be this hard. But we're basically going to follow my original strategy, or not my original strategy, but we're only going to use the 2 cameras. Foxy's peeking. Keeping an eye on Foxy and trying to keep Freddy where he's at. Yeah, if I didn't accidentally misclick that second one, we'd be busted. But basically, we're trying to delay them and keep them all there. We're trying to keep Freddy there and Foxy there. So we're going to just use those 2 cameras and listen for the pitter patter. Okay. So we really just need to check that light and them real quick, because Chica was in the kitchen. Well, probably out of the kitchen now. I hear the pitter patter. Oh, we gotta get back though. Gotta try to keep Freddy on stage. Wait a few seconds. Keep them in their spots. If we're ever going to beat this, it's got to be the strat. Sorry if I'm not talking too much. I'm trying to be quick with the camera, so I'm not using too much juice. Okay. Sounds like Chica's back in the kitchen. Really don't want to glitch the door. There we go. I think we wait for the pitter patter before we use anything. Oh, yeah, okay. Try to keep them in lock. Alright, Freddy and Fox, you're still there. We gotta be quick with the camera. We'll wait a couple seconds. Whoop. Listen to the pitter patter. We don't want either one of them glitching our doors. Freddy's still there and it's 3 a.m. So far we're looking pretty good. This has got to be the strat. We got to listen for the pitter patters. Freddy is still on stage and it's 3 a.m. so that's a good sign. Now there was one that I may have cut out to try to keep this shorter. Is where Freddy had gotten off stage, but I had caught him in the restaurant, or like where everyone hangs out. So I was able to get away with it. Hearing the pitter patters. It's like we're getting so close. Alright, Chica's way back there, so we don't need to check on Chica. Just Freddy. I decided to do a double take. Because I'm hearing it. Alright, still got Freddy stuck back there. So as far as Freddy, wait for the pair of pairs to go away before we check the light, and it may be a little quicker. Oh, alright, Foxy's about to pounce. We're holding him off. We're running low though. I was about to check the cameras, but I was so worried we're going to screw that up. Nope, turn that off. Come on. I wonder if we could just give it a third one just in case. I hear him. So close. We just run out of power. Oh no, don't tell me we're running out of power. I kept him at bay. Come on. We got like 20 seconds. Come on. I set a timer to see each night, each hour is like a minute, 30 seconds. Come on. We got it. Come on. We did it! Oh my goodness, you have no idea how long it took me to do this. Like night 2 for some reason kept screwing us over. And good job, sport. See you next week. Heck no, we ain't coming back next week. I can see why this is so popular. It was very challenging, so this feels that much better when we actually did it. Oh man, I was so worried. I was like, how long is he gonna do that? We're not doing the 6th night on this one. 6th night supposedly is basically that, but even faster, and we barely made it through that. But I am going to check out the other ones. I want to see like where they went from here, because I don't know if this was an indie one-off and then it got really popular because some popular YouTubers played it and then it expanded. You see this, I did make some cuts as you know, but I will put all my deaths at the end so you can kind of get an idea of how long it took me to beat this game. I'll probably either speed it up or just cut to the deaths, a little montage of all the deaths of them getting me. I'm so happy we beat that. That was a lot of fun. I can see why it got really popular. It's simple, but it was challenging. I feel so good that we finally beat it. It took way longer than I expected to beat it. I know they gave it to some YouTubers, and that probably made it more, that definitely made it more popular than maybe it would have been if people never heard of it. And it spawned so many sequels and spin-offs and VR and everything. I really appreciate the suggestion, Skymonk VR. You can check out his channel. I'll put it in the description below. That is my son, and he suggested this game, so here we are playing it. And I'm excited to see how the developer changed over time once this first one became so popular, and definitely need to make sequels. I don't know if the lore was already planned, but then added lore after the fact because of how popular this first one was. But we'll check it out. So the end screen will have a couple options for you, and stay tuned for that one. Please comment, what do you think of this game? I know it's been out for a really long time. I'd like to hear your suggestions of what you thought about this whole Five Nights at Freddy's popularity fiasco thing. But we'll be in for the next one. Appreciate it, everybody. You have a great one. Take care. Turn 6 a.m. Oh, I knew it was coming. It still got me.
Yeah. Oh.